All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. All right, so this is dude Yuval Noah Harari. I'm sure you brothers ran into him. You know, the transhumanist psycho, the sociopathic idiot. You know, it's Esau at his finest, okay? And, you know, they put their science above the Heavenly Father, the Creator, the intelligent one, the intelligent design, all right, of the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, okay, only to their own ruin, okay, and we know we're coming into a world where they're bringing in this transhumanist agenda, okay, and trying to fuse technology with biology and so on and so forth. All right. Also, technocratic process. All right. That these individuals, these Edomites, are dealing with. Okay, and that's dealing with technology at the forefront of their utopia, so to speak. Okay, and really, with this one, I just want to go in the spirit and, just counter what he's saying, because he's saying some horrendous things. They're saying he's saying some diabolical things, and again, like I said, this is this is Esau at his finest. And this is why we understand why the Lord said he was going to destroy Amalek. Okay. And the scriptures, say that, So let me see if I can find that really quick, because I did have a few precepts, and 4 seconds in on this one. In fact, I'm gonna let it play, and then I'm gonna go into, I had 2 precepts, and then I'm gonna go from there. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to you, Akim. All right, that's tuning into this one. So shalom, let's go.
We are probably one of the last generations of Homo sapiens.
Right, so I'm gonna stop right there, because he's right. All right, you the last generation. All right, not of Homo sapiens. All right, but the Edomite, rulership on this side of the world. Okay, because what the Lord is about to do is about to take you out. Okay, and so first precept I want to go and get, of course, the 2 Ezra 6 and 9, because this is it for you. All right, this is it for you. All right. Your perpetual hatred and your ill workings in the earth is over with. It's done with. All right. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. And this dude he's going to go into the elite humans and all of this stuff in the future world, and manipulating people's DNA and hacking people and all this other crap, all this other sinister scientific bull crap. All right. And really, it's only going to lead to your own demise, your own downfall. And that's what the Lord has set them up to do. So with their pride and all of the things that they're doing, they're just really setting themselves up for destruction. All right. I believe scriptures say that Amalek was the first of the nations, man. All right. Because you could tell this dude's an Amalekite. Let me see if I can spell it right. Hopefully that's spelled it right. Nope. So bear with me. Give me a second real quick. All right. So I found that this is Numbers 24 and 20. All right. And this is what the Lord said concerning Amalek. All right. And first, let me start up a few. All right. Because this is Balaam and Balak. Okay. And this pretty much, this is way before, we were established as a nation. Okay. And the Lord pretty much revealed to Balaam what was the end of all the nations and what was going to happen for Israel. So Salaki, it says, Numbers 24 and 17, I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Seth, and Edom shall be a possession. And that dude's an Edomite. All right. It says, Sire also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Okay. So those elite, which he's going to go into, the elite humans is going to be the nation of Israel. Okay. Because we're going to be endowed with power, spiritual power, and we're going to have a different bodies. I guess you could say, for lack of better words, extraterrestrial bodies. All right. And we're going to have the perfect minds, and we're going to rule. And it's going to go into a Salakia. So it says, be a possession for his enemies. So we're going to take Esau, the man, as slaves, and we're going to take his land. All right. It says, and Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. All right. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So that's what the Lord has in store for these Edomites. All right. And particularly the chief ones among these Edomites. All right. They're going to be reserved for judgment. So let's go back. All right. Because he says a lot. All right. He says a lot, and they're arrogant as all hell, man. You know, the Lord has something in store.
Because in the coming generations, we will learn how to engineer bodies and brains and minds. Now, how exactly will the future masters of the planet look like? This will be...
They're going to look like us, okay? But a lot taller, stronger, probably even blacker, you know, or will darker, or of a darker hue. Who knows, all right? But they're going to look like us, all right? They damn sure ain't going to look like that dude, you know? And they got that movie called, I think it's Titan, where they place these individuals, military, on a certain planet, and they do genetic editing, and somehow they gain superhuman strength. All right, and they turn into a whole different, they turn into a whole different beings, you know, and that's Esau's ideology. That's what he thinks. All right, but they're gonna look like us. Okay.
Decided by the people who own the data. Now, why is data so important? It's important because we've reached the point when we can hack not just computers, we can hack human beings and other organisms.
See?
Now, what do you...
And that's their mindset. They want to hack, all right? Let's look at this word hack. Let's see what we can get out of it, all right? Look up this word hack. Let's see if this is even in the etymology online, okay? Because Esau is sinister in his thinking. He's diabolical. But we know hack is to chop, cutting, to cut, right? All right. So let's see. Let's get the modern day term. Tool, chopping, person hired to do routine work. Ultimately short for a hackney, an ordinary horse or horse. Right, and really, they want us to be servants. They want us to be slaves. But what they have misconstrued is that, well, they're going to be slaves, okay? Because they were created for it. The world was created for our sakes, Israel's sakes. All right? Because this is what they're referring to, really, and it's going back to slavery and just controlling people. Esau wants to control people, and mainly you tribes, because you're the only thing that's really standing in the way of their new world utopia. All right, where their whole transhumanist technocracy dreams, wet dreams come to pass. You know. It says illegally hack, verb 2. It says illegally enter a computer system. All right. And the computer system they're talking about is our mind, so to speak. But I wanted to see if I can find I can go back to the scriptures. Hired mercenaries, a short article. All right. So simply, all right, they want to basically control people. All right. They want to control people. They want to cut out the spirit, the God particle that makes you who you are, your spirit. All right. And enter into a software, into a software, into your thinking and take and control what you do and control what you think. All right. And that's basically what this is all about, what Esau is on. All right. So let me get Isaiah 14. All right. And this is specifically dealing with the children of Israel. You know how they have us in captivity and they want to control us. They want to be our God. All right. And that's what the whole MOTB is about, the mark of the beast. That's what it's all about, the RFID chip. That's what it's about. It's about full-on control, and enslaving you tribes, man. All right. So Isaiah 14. All right. And pretty much this is going to be the end of this man. All right. And we're going to start. Let's start at 12. Okay. Isaiah 14:12, it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" All right. And that's dealing with the Illuminati, because Lucifer goes back to light bearer. Okay. It's not talking about the devil or Satan. It's not talking. That ain't what it's talking about. All right. It's talking about these Edomites that call themselves the Illuminati. All right. Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? All right. Satan didn't do that. It was an actual man in a military industrial complex. All right. Esau. Okay. And his whole military industrial complex, his whole establishment. All right. So let's continue. It said, For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. All right. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. All right. If that's not what he's saying, I don't know what else he's saying. OK, they want to control everything. They will control the land. They want to control. They want to exalt themselves. All right. As though they're God. All right. That's why the technology is where it's at, as far as them using the technology for the purpose of tracking, tracing, monitoring. Same thing, marking your steps, where you've been, and, who you're talking to and who your friends are. And that's what all this Facebook and social media is set up for. All right. The cloud and all of this other stuff. That's what all of that's set up for. Control. All right. Because they want to be like the Heavenly Father. All right. But they have a more sadistic plan. They want to control who gets to eat and who gets to breathe and who gets to live on this planet. All right. Despite, the conditions or whatever. All right. OK, so if you've been oppressed for millennia, all right, they're going to make sure that you're going to continue to be oppressed. OK, especially for your tribe. So let's continue. I said verse 15. All right. It says, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, and that did shake kingdoms? All right, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroy the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners." And we are the prisoners. OK. All right. So the Lord is simply going to eliminate them from being a people, eliminate them completely from being a nation, just like we were. They're going to be completely forgotten about. And we're going to see him in his rightful state, a base man. And we're going to be like, wow, is this the man that did this? Man, whose prowess was terrible in the earth. All right. Who had all the nations in subjection, who was destroying nations at the drop of a dime, All right. OK, and destroying the whole world. OK. And this man is going to go from preeminence. All right. To being a base man, to absolutely nothing. OK. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. All right. Because you could tell their whole philosophy is completely diabolical. It's completely inhumane. All right. So it says all the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, every one in his own house. And that's going to happen. You see, Esau is going to be kicked out of the earth, so to speak. All right. And after 1,000 years of servitude, all the heathen nations, all 18 heathen nations, they're going to serve us. All right. For 1,000 years. And then they're going to be put back in their places. OK. And their rightful homelands. But Esau will not have a homeland. We just read that. All right. In Numbers. OK, the Lord is going to take that away from them. Not just their nation, but their state as well. OK. So Salakia, because I want to get back to the video. All right. And really, you don't have to hear it much. But, you know, the few things that he say, you know, it just shows you that they're on a whole different level when it comes to this agenda of theirs, man. You know. So Salaki, it says, but thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch. All right. And as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. All right. Thou shalt, and it's parabolical for how they're going to be in the future. Literally. OK, it's going to be literally, and it's not so much parabolic, but a similitude to how they're going to live. All right. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land. All right. And when you have burial, you in peace, so to speak. All right. It says, and slain thy people, the seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. All right. So the Lord is going to completely wipe them out. All right. It says, for I will rise up against them, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord. And I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts. And that's going to be the thermonuclear destruction, which is a very, very dreadful, you can't really put it into words, a very dreadful judgment from the Heavenly Father. All right. So let's play a little bit more, because, you know, he just goes into more of his, you know, their philosophy. It's like this thing want to mess up on me. Yeah, it want to mess up on me right now. So Salaki, give me a second.
Now, what do you need in order to hack a human being? You need two things. You need a lot of computing power, and you need a lot of data, especially biometric data. But control of data might enable human elites to do something even more radical than just build digital dictatorships. By hacking organisms, elites may gain the power to re-engineer the future of life itself. Because once you can hack something...
Yeah, and, you know, good luck with that, because really, you re-engineering life itself for the future, really, it's just going to end up in a big sandstorm of thermonuclear fire. OK, and really, Esau absolutely does nothing to help the planet to continue on. They only destroy as they go. All right.
You can usually also engineer it. All of life for 4 billion years, dinosaurs, amoebas, tomatoes, humans, all of life was subject to the laws of natural selection and to the laws of organic biochemistry. But this is now about to change.
See, and basically, they say that instead of just saying the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the laws of God. All right. OK. They want to eliminate the Most High and his works, man. And can you imagine that? A perfect, you know, the Lord creating perfect creation. All right. Everything from every microorganism to, you know, to all these different micro life forms, even up to the greatest life form, which the Lord created, was human life, they want to alter. All right. And there's nothing wrong with it to begin with, except that, the scriptures say the Lord made man upright, but they sought out many inventions. All right. Which invention, the word goes into devices. All right. Okay. That could be your thoughts, from your thoughts to what you create. All right. And what they created is the technology to destroy themselves, practically.
Science is replacing evolution by natural selection with evolution by intelligent design. Not the intelligent design of some God above the clouds.
See? You see
but our intelligent design.
See?
And the intelligent...
You really intelligent, though, right? With all the your industries in the world, all the things, all the riches that you got, you're really intelligent, right? Okay? And really, they just pride themselves off of, recreating certain creations like genetically modified organisms, which destroy your innards. They destroy your, your insides. All right, for lack of better words. Okay, so that's really intelligent. So you see firsthand, and I'm not gonna play the rest. It's only 4 minutes. You brothers can check it out. I'm sure y'all probably ran to that video anyway. It's red pill, so I'm sure brothers already seen that. And myself, man, I kind of just shied away from, these idiots, the Edomite idiots, and I stopped kind of like doing lessons on them because, I don't know. I guess it was just a spirit, but now I'm just got to get on their tail, so to speak. All right. So, let's see. This final precept, and then I'm gonna close out. Okay. Because the scriptures say they set their tongue against the heavens. All right. So yeah, Psalm 79 and 73 and 9. All right. Psalm 73 and 9. It says they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doth God know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. All right. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. All right. I want to read this in the NLT, see what it says. All right. Just that part about the heavens. All right. Them speaking against the heavens. All right. Because it's clear what they're talking. They're talking pure madness and nonsense. And it's only a matter of time. All right. Before, the madman, okay, is taken out of the way. All right. As you can see, it says they boast, 73 and 9 Psalms. They boast against the very heavens, and their words strut throughout the earth. You see? All right. And that's like sort of like a TED Talk set up, so everybody who's somebody is tuning into what he's saying. Leaders of the world, leaders in the scientific world. All right. And they made this number one. OK. And we know that mankind is a piece of crap. Anyway, the scriptures tell you that. These vessels that we live in is subject to vanity. Hardly do we guess a right upon things on earth. We turn everything from gold to shit. And that's just the truth. OK, when you look at history. All right. And when you look at the Lord's creation and what we've done to it, what Esau has done to it, because they are the ones that's going to be held guilty. All right. They just done nothing but destroy it, and they continue to destroy it. All right. So this devil has absolutely nothing good for the earth. All right. They just want to rape, rob, and pillage even more. All right. And they want to control people while they do it. OK, they want to control the thoughts. All right. They want to enslave. And that's it, But the Lord is going to do it to him. You know what? I did have another precept. Slippery. I looked this word up earlier. All right. Because the Lord has set them in a slippery place. All right. Yeah, it was in the same chapter. Okay, Psalm 73 and 18. It says, surely thou, all right, surely thou, oh, let me start up. Psalm 73 and 17. All right, until I went into the sanctuary of God, then understood I therein. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places, thou castest them down into destruction. That's what's going to happen to Esau. But we didn't notice until, the Lord was dealing with us directly. Okay. We didn't know the end of the wicked. All right. How are they brought into desolation, as in a moment they are utterly consumed with terrors. All right. And the Lord and the Lord it's going to take an hour for the Lord to destroy their biggest enterprise. All right. Let me read it in the NLT. Psalm 73 and 16. So I tried to understand why the wicked prosper, but what a difficult task it was. Then I went into your sanctuary, O God, and I finally understood the destiny of the wicked. Truly, you put them on a slippery path and send them sliding, all right, over the cliff to destruction. In an instant, they are destroyed, completely swept away by terrors. All right. When you arise, O Lord, you will laugh at their silly ideas. You see, as a person laughs at dreams in the morning. And the Lord is laughing because what they're doing is completely ass backwards. And I'm going to just say it like that. Then I realized that my heart was bitter and I was all torn up inside. I was so foolish and ignorant. I must have seemed like a senseless animal to you. Yet I still belong to you. You hold on my right hand. Yeah, and basically, if you don't understand, if you get mad at the wicked for being wicked, then you truly don't understand their end. All right. Okay, so was one more. Just left.